Hi guys, welcome to my channel Radhika's Lessons. Let's continue with the chapter Polynomial. Now we'll study about remainder theorem. If the polynomial px is divided by x plus a, then the remainder is p into bracket minus a, means it is the same as the value of the polynomial px for x is equal to minus a. This is known as the remainder theorem. Let's see with by the example. By using remainder theorem, divide the polynomial x cube minus 2x square minus 4x minus 1 by x minus 1 and find the remainder. Now here the equation given is px is equal to x cube minus 2x square minus 4x minus 1. Divisor is x minus 1. So we need to take x as positive 1. So opposite of this. Therefore remainder px we will change it to p1 and we'll put the values, we'll replace x's by 1 where x is equal to 1. So here it will be 1 cube 2 into 1 square and minus 4 into 1 and minus 1. 1 raised to 3 is always 1, then minus 1 square is 1, so 2 into 1 is minus 2 and 4 into 1 is 4 and minus 1. So when we solve all these negative values, we will add up with negative sign. This is minus 7 and this is positive 1 and minus 6. So remainder is minus 6. Now factor theorem. If 21 is divided by 7, then remainder is 0. Therefore we say that 7 is a factor of 21. In the same way, when a given polynomial is divided by the divisor polynomial and if the remainder is 0, then we say that divisor polynomial is the factor of the dividend polynomial. When division is complete, then the remainder is always 0. So divisor is the factor of dividend. Example 2, let's understand this. If px is equal to x cube plus 4x minus 5 is divided by x minus 1, and find the remainder and hence determine whether x minus 1 is the factor of px or not. Now px is equal to x cube plus 4x minus 5. Now divisor is equal to x minus 1, so we have to take it as x is equal to 1. So px we have to change it to p1 and we will replace all this with 1. So 1 cube x is with 1 and 4 into 1 and negative 5. 1 cube is 1, 4 into 1 is 4 and negative 5. So 5 minus 5 is equal to 1. As per remainder theorem, remainder is equal to 0. Therefore x minus 1 is the factor of px. When remainder is 0 means there is a complete division. Now we know when division is complete, the remainder is always 0. And if the remainder is not equal to 0, then the divisor is not the factor of dividend. Now to remember, px is a polynomial and a is any real number, and if pa is equal to 0, then x minus a is the factor of px. If we get a remainder 0, then it is a factor of px, that is the dividend. Conversely, if a minus a is the factor of polynomial px, then pa is equal to 0. Let's start with practice set 3.5. Page 53 of your textbook. Question number 1. Find the value of the polynomial 2x minus 2x cube plus 7 using given value for x. First one, x is equal to 3. So px is equal to 2x minus 2x cube plus 7. Now p3 we have to take because they have given value for x is 3. So we will replace all x's by 3. So 2 into 3, 2 into 3 cube plus 7 So 2 3s are 6, and 2 into 3 3s are 3 cube is 27. So don't multiply 3 into 3 as 9. So 3 cube is 27 and plus 7. Then 2 into 27 will give us 24. So 6 minus 54 plus 7, that is minus 48 plus 7. You can solve this positive and negative. Find the difference, 48 and plus 7. So minus 41. Therefore P3 is equal to minus 40 or negative 41. Second sub question, x is equal to 1. Px, same equation, but the values of x are different given. Different. So 2x minus 2x cube plus 7. Now we have to take here as p minus 1. So 2 into minus 1 minus 2 into minus 1 cube and plus 7. So 2 into minus 1 is minus 2 and minus 1 cube, as here it is odd number, so it is be negative, and 2 into negative 1 plus 7. Now minus 2 as it is, negative into negative gives us positive. So it's positive 2 and 7. Negative 2 and positive 2 gets cancelled, that is the value is 0 and 7 is 7. So p minus 7 is 7. Third sub question, x is equal to 0. So px is equal to same expression, 2x minus 2x cube plus 7. So p0 is equal to 2 into 0 minus 2 into 0 cube plus 7. Replace this x by 0. 2 into 0 is any number multiplied by 0 is 0. So 0 cube is 0. So 0 multiplied by 2 or 2 multiplied by 0 is 0 and 7. So answer is 7. Question number 2. For each of the following polynomial, find p1, p0 and p minus 2. Let's see this. Px they have given us x cube. So first is p1. Same expression, we'll put the value p1. Then 1 cube, answer is 1. Then p0, same expression, p0, 0 cube, 0. And px x cube, p's value is minus 2. So minus 2 cube will be 2 into 2 into 2, that is 8. And because it is odd number, so it will be negative 8. Now sub question 2. Py is equal to y square minus 2y plus 5. Here we have to take p1 as given in the question, p1, p0 and p negative 2. For the same expression we have to use. So p1 is equal to 1 square minus 2 into 1 plus 5. So 1 square is 1, 2 into 1 is 2, negative 2 and minus 2 and plus 5. So negative, now we find the difference, 1 minus 2 is minus 1 plus 5, which gives us p1 is equal to positive 4. Py, same expression, y square minus 2y plus 5. P0, we'll just replace y with 0. So 0 square minus 2 into 0 plus 5. So 0 square is 0, this is minus 0 and 5. So answer is 5. Same expression with p negative 2. So py is equal to y square minus 2y plus 5. P minus 2, y square will replace by minus 2 square, minus 2 into minus 2 plus 5. So minus 2 into minus 2 is, as it is even number, we will get positive result. 2 into 2 is 4. Minus 2 into minus 2 is again plus 4 and plus 5. So 4 plus 5. 8 plus 5, it is p minus 2 is 13. Third question. Another expression with the same value p1, p0 and p2. X raised to 4. So p1 is 1 raised to 4. Replace x by 1. So 2 into 1 square minus 1. Then here 1 raised to 4 is 1. 2 into 1 is 2. 2 square is 2. And minus 1. Minus 1 plus 1 gets cancelled and the result is minus 2. P1 is minus 2. Now Px, x raised to 4 minus 2x minus x. P0, x raised to 4, we will replace this by 0, x raised to 4, 0 raised to 4, minus 2 into 0 square minus 0, this is 0, and minus 2, any number multiplied by 0 is 0, and minus 0. So P0 is equal to 0. Now same expression with P minus 2. So minus 2 raised to 4, replace x by minus 2 raised to 4, then minus 2 into minus 2 square minus, and this is minus 2, so into bracket we will write minus 2. 2 raised to 4, negative 2 raised to 4 gives us 16, 2 into 2 into 2 into 2 gives us 16, and negative 2 square gives us 4, so negative 2 into 4 and negative into negative gives us positive, so 2. So 16, 2 4 is negative 8 plus 2, so 16 minus 8 is 8 plus 2, that is P minus 2 is 10. Let's come to question number 3. If the value of the polynomial m cube plus 2m plus a is 12, for m is equal to 2, then find the value of a. We have to find the value of a, where value of m for the expression they have given us as 2. So now here Pm is equal to, this is the expression, m cube plus 2m plus a, and P2, now they have given us m value as 2, so we will write m replaced by 2 and all 2, m cube we will write as 2 cube, 2m we will write as 2 into 2, and plus a, we do not know the value of a, so we will write as it is. So 2 cube is 8, 2 into 2 is 4, and plus a. Now P2 is equal to 8 plus 4 is 12a, but P2 value they have given it as 12. So but P2 is equal to 12. So we will replace P2 by 12. So P2 is equal to 12 plus 8. Same expression, only this P2 will change it to 12, and we will continue to solve. 12 comes over here, so becomes negative. So A is equal to 0 is the answer. Let's come to question number 4. For the polynomial mx square minus 2x plus 3, if p minus 1 is equal to 7, then find m. Now same expression we will write, and we will replace x by 7. So p minus 1 is equal to m p minus 1 is equal to 7, so we will replace x with 1, so m into minus 1, we do not know the value of m, so we will write m as it is. We will replace x by negative 1 square minus 2 into minus 1 plus 3. So here m into minus 1 is m, and 2 minus 2 into minus 1 is positive 2 and 3. So here 2 plus 3 is 5, so m plus 5. Now p minus 1 is equal to m plus 5, but they have given us value of p minus 1 as 7. So p minus 1 is equal to 7, so we will replace p minus 1 with 7. So m plus 5, we will continue with the equation and solve. M is equal to 7 minus 5, so therefore m is equal to 2 is the answer. Question 5. Divide the first polynomial by the second polynomial and find the remainder using factor theorem. Now here divide the first polynomial by the second. So x square minus 7x plus 9 and x plus 1. So px is equal to x square minus 7x plus 9. Now divisor is x plus 1, we will take it as negative. So negative x square. Now put the values of x in the expression, p minus 1. So this is px is this expression, and this expression will take p minus 1. 1 minus 1 square minus 7 into minus 1 and plus 9. So minus 1 square is 1, minus into minus is plus 7 and plus 9. We will add up all these three terms. So p minus 1 is 17. By remainder theorem, p minus 1 is equal to remainder. Therefore, remainder is equal to 17 is the answer. Let's come to question 5. Sub question 2. 2x cube minus 2x square plus ax minus a, where x minus a we have to divide the expression. So px is equal to same expression, we'll copy down. Divisor is equal to x minus a, so take x is equal to a, positive a. So pa is equal to, we'll replace x's with a. So 2 into a cube minus 2 into a square plus a into a and minus a. So 2a cube will be 2 into 2a cube minus 2a square, we'll multiply this, and a into a is a square minus a. Now 2a square and a square, they are like terms, so we'll solve them. Pa is equal to 2a cube minus 2a and plus a will become only a square. So 2 positive and 2 negative and 1 positive, find the difference is 1, that is a square and minus a. So by remainder theorem, Pa is equal to remainder, and therefore remainder is equal to 2a square minus a square minus a is the answer. Third sub question, 54m cube plus 18m square minus 27m plus 5 divided by m minus 3. Now pm is the same question I have copied down. Divisor is m minus 1, taking it as m is equal to 3. Opposite of minus 3 is 3. So p3 is equal to, we'll replace m with value 3. So 54 into 3 square plus 18 into 3 square and 27 minus 27 into 3 plus 5. Now 54 into 3 cube is 27, 3 into 3 into 3, and 18 into 3 into 3, that is 9, and 27 into 3 is 81 and plus 5. So 54 into 27 gives us 1458, 18 into 9 gives us 162, 80 minus 81 and plus 5. So when we add up these two, we get 1620 minus 81 plus 5. 1620 minus 81 gives us 1539 plus 5. The answer is 154. So PM is equal to 1544. By remainder theorem, PM is equal to remainder. Therefore, the remainder is 1544 is the answer. Let's come to question number 6. If the polynomial y cube minus 5y square plus 7y plus m is divided by y plus 2, then the remainder is 50. Find the value of m. Now here in this expression, we have to find the value of m, but they are given as a divisor as y plus 2. So when given polynomial is divided by y plus 2, the remainder is 50. So this is divided by y plus 2, we get the result 50. But we need to find the value of m in the dividend. It means that the value of polynomial when y is equal to minus 2 is 62. Now y is equal to minus 2, and which gives us the value 60. So this will become the, now py is equal to, copy the same expression by the remainder theorem, and this is the remainder is equal to p minus 2. We are replacing this y plus 2 as y minus 2. So p minus 2 is equal to, this is minus 2, and this is again y minus 2 square, and 7 into y is minus 2, and m, we do not know the value of m, which we need to find out. So minus 2 cube gives us negative 8, 2 into 2 into 2, and then 2 square is, as here it is even number, so it's positive 4, minus 5 into 4, and then 7 into minus 4, positive into negative is negative, negative 14, and plus m, we do not know the value of m. Minus 8, minus 20, minus 14, plus m. So all three are negative, add them with negative sign, 42 plus m. So P2 is equal to negative 42 plus m. But the remainder is, P2 is they have already given us as 50. So we will replace this P2 by 50. So P2 minus 42 plus m. This replaced by 50 is equal to minus 42 plus m. So 42 comes here as per the equation. So 50 plus 42 is equal to m. M is equal to 92 is the answer. Question 7. Use factor theorem to determine whether x plus 3 is a factor of x square plus 2x minus 3 or not. We have to check whether this is a factor or no of this expression. If we get remainder 0 means it is a factor. If we do not get remainder 0 means x plus 3 is not the factor of the dividend. So Px is equal to this, divisor is this, taking this as negative 3, taking this as negative 3, we will take P minus 3 is equal to, we put the values of negative 3 here, negative 3 square plus 2 into negative 3 and minus 3. We will solve this. 3 3s is 9, negative into negative positive 9, 2 1 positive 1 negative, product is negative, 2 3s is 6 and negative 3. So negative 3 negative 6 gives us negative 9, 9 minus 9 0. So P3, P negative 3 is 0. By factor theorem x plus 3 is a factor of the polynomial. So we have got remainder as 0. This means when we divide these two expressions, this is dividend with the divisor, the result is 0. So x plus 3 is the factor of this. Question 8. If x minus 2 is a factor of this expression, then find the value of m. So we do not know the value of m, so we have to calculate the value of m when x is equal to 2. So Px is equal to this expression, divisor is equal to x minus 2, taking x as 2, opposite of minus 2 is 2. Also P2 is equal to 0 as x minus 2 is a factor of a polynomial. So they have already said that if this is a factor of this expression, when divisor is the factor of this expression means the remainder is 0. So we have to find the value of m only. So also P2 is equal to 0 because this division is, when this division takes place the result is 0. So as x minus 2 is the factor of polynomial, so P2 is equal to 0. So P2 is equal to, we will just replace x's with 2. So x cube, 2 cube minus m into 2 square and plus 10 into 2 and minus 20. So 2 cube is equal to 8, that is 2 into 2 into 2, 8 minus 2 square is 4m, 2 2s is 4m, and we do not know the value of m, so we will write m as it is. 10 into 2 is plus 20 and minus 20. This gets cancelled, opposite numbers. So now what is left is P2 is equal to 8 minus 4m. Now P2 is 0 because x minus 2 is the factor of this expression, that is dividend. So P2 will replace by 0 is equal to 8 minus 4m. Now we will get the value of m. So 4m is equal to 8 and m is equal to 8 upon 4, that is m is equal to 2 is the answer. Let's come to question number 9. By using factor theorem in the following examples, determine whether Qx is a factor of Px or not. First question, sub question, Px is equal to x cube minus x square minus x minus 1 and Qx is equal to x minus 1. Now Qx is equal to x minus 1, we have to take x is equal to 1 in Px. So Px, this same expression, we'll put the value of x as 1. So in the expression also we'll put the value of 1. P1 is equal to 1 cube minus 1 square minus 1 and minus 1 as it is. So we have to take x is equal to 1. So when we solve this as 1, minus 1, minus 1, minus 1. So all three are negative ones, negative 3 and 1 positive. So P1 is equal to minus 2. As P1 is equal to is not equal to 0, therefore by factor theorem x minus 1 is not the factor of this expression because there is remainder left over. Sub question 2, Px is equal to 2x cube minus x square minus 45, where qx is equal to x minus 3. Taking x is equal to 3, we will solve this. P3 is equal to, put the values of x as 3. So 2 into 3 square minus 3 square minus 45. So 2 into 3 into 3 into 3 is 27, minus 3 square is 9 and minus 45. 2 into 27 is 54, minus 9 minus 45. 54 minus 54 is 0. Now as P3 is equal to 0, therefore by factor theorem x minus 3 is the factor of 2x minus x square minus 45. Because we have got remainder as 0, this means the division is complete. So we can say divisor is the factor of dividend. Let's come to question number 10. If x raised to 31 plus 31 is divided by x plus 1, find the remainder. Now Px is equal to x raised to 31 plus 31. Now divisor is x plus 1, taking it as x is equal to minus 1, opposite of this. So we'll put the values Px as minus 1 because x is equal to 1. So minus 1, replace this x by minus 1, raised to 31 plus 31. Now minus raised to 31, here it is odd number, so we'll get the negative answer. X raised 1 raised to any number, it is always 1. Now if there is a negative sign, then it depends upon the index. If index is odd, then negative sign will remain as it is. If index is even, then this will become positive. So here the index is odd, so this will remain minus 1 plus 31. So taking away minus 1 from positive 31, we get P minus 1 is equal to 30. So by remainder theorem, P minus 1 is equal to remainder and remainder is equal to 30. So we have to just find the remainder here in this question. Question 11, show that m minus 1 is a factor of m raised to 21 minus 1 and m raised to 22 minus 1. So we have to find out whether this is, we have to show that this is the factor of these two terms. So Px is equal to m21 minus 1. This is first expression. So divisor is m minus 1, taking it as m x is equal to 1 here. Negative 1, you have to take it x as positive 1. So P1 is equal to 1 raised to 21 minus 1. So 1 raised to, it's positive, so not to worry about the index, it will be positive only. So x raised 1 raised to 21 is 1, minus 1 is equal to 0. As P1 is equal to 0, therefore m minus 1 is the factor of m raised to 21 minus 1. So we have got remainder as 0. This means when we divide m21 by m minus 1, we get the remainder 0. Now sub question, same question, the second part, when m raised to 22 is minus 1. So Px is equal to m raised to 22 minus 1. Divisor is same, m minus 1, taking x is equal to 2. So P1 is equal to 1 raised to 22 minus 1. So 1 raised to 22 is 1, minus 1 is equal to 0. As P1 is equal to 0, therefore m minus 1 is a factor of m raised to 22 minus 1. So we proved it. Now question number 12. Last question of this exercise. One more is there. Second last question. Question number 12. If x is equal to 2 and x is equal to half, x minus half, both are factors of polynomial this, then show that m is equal to n is equal to 2. Now they have given us this expression where m and n are equal and that is equal to 2. Let us take the expression n x square minus 5x plus m, where we will take this one x minus 2 as the divisor. So px is equal to n x square minus 5x plus m, where divisor is x minus 2. We have to take it as x is equal to 2. Now here p2 is equal to n. We do not know the value, so we will write as it is n. X square will be 2 square minus 5 into 2 plus m. Now n, 2 square is 4, so 4n minus 5 2s is 10 plus m. So as a x minus 2 is factor of px, so by factor theorem p2 is equal to 0. So they say that they are the factors. So p2 is equal to 0. So here expression 4x minus 10 plus m is equal to 0. This expression which we calculated is equal to 0 because remainder is 0. So therefore we can say that 4m, we can take 10 to the right hand side, so it becomes positive. So 4n plus m is equal to 10. Let us mark this equation as equation 1. Now let's take x value as half. Px is equal to n x square minus, same expression we have to take, n x square minus 5x plus m. Divisor is equal to x minus half. We have to take it as positive 1 upon 2. Now p 1 upon 2 is equal to n, and replace x as 1 upon 2 square minus 5 into 1 upon 2 plus m. We do not know the value of m. So is equal to 1 upon 2 square will be 1 upon 4, n into 1 upon 4 minus 5 upon 2 and plus m. Now p 1 upon 2 is equal to n into 1 is n upon 4 minus 5 upon 2 plus m. As x minus 1 upon 2 is factor of px, by factor theorem p 1 upon 2 is 0. Now same expression, now n upon 4, that is we will copy down this expression, n upon 4 minus 5 upon 2 plus m is equal to 0. Now we have to find the LCM of this. LCM is 4. So n, 4 1s are 4. So n into 1 is n, and 2 2s are 4, 2 5s are is 10 minus 10, and this is upon 1. So 4m is equal to 0. Now when we solve this, n minus 10 plus 4, 4 goes over here. So divided, the other side we multiply. So it's 0 into 4 is 0. Same expression will copy down here, and this is 0. So n plus 4m, 10 will take it to the right hand side. So n plus 4m is equal to 10. This is expression 2. Now if you look at the expression 1, 4m, n plus m, and here n plus 4m is equal to 10, 10. Now we have seen this type of expression we have solved in standard 8. That is, first we will, when this type of expression we get, that is the opposite, the same number on opposite terms, then first we will add the expression, then we will subtract the expression. So adding equation 1 and 2. So 4m n plus 4 is equal to 10 and n plus 4 is equal to 10. So adding equation 1 and 2, we get 5n plus 5m, that is, this is 1, so 4 plus 1 is 5, and this is 1, 4 plus 1 is 5, 10 plus 10 is 20. Now if you look at the expression left hand side and right hand side, they are multiples of 5. So we can divide the expression by 5 to reduce it. So dividing this by 5 gets cancelled. So it becomes n dividing by 5 it becomes m, and dividing this 20 by 5 we get 4. Now this is equation 3. Now same expressions we will subtract. So subtracting equation 1 from 2. Same expressions we will subtract 1 from 2. So n plus 4m is equal to 10. N plus 4m is equal to 10. And 4n plus m is equal to 10. Now to subtract means to change each term sign to negative opposite. This is positive, so becomes negative. This is positive, becomes negative. This is positive, becomes negative. So negative 4 and positive 1, find the difference, we get negative 3. Then 4 minus 1m gives us positive 3 because positive are more in number, and 10 minus 10 is equal to 0. Now dividing equation by 3. Now we need to remove this 3. So dividing equation by 3, we get negative 3n upon 3 plus 3m upon 3 and 0 upon 3. So this 3 gets cancelled, we get negative n. This 3 gets cancelled, we get positive m, and 0 divided by any number is always 0. Now we will take this n to the right hand side. So m is equal to n. Now we have to show that m is equal to n and it is equal to 2. Now look at the expression 3. N plus m is equal to 4. So where m is equal to n we have proved. Now let's see whether we are getting value 2. So n plus m is equal to 4 from the expression 3. So n plus m is equal to 4. So as m is equal to n, we can replace this m by n by m. So m plus m gives us 2m is equal to 4. So m is equal to 4 divided by 2 is equal to 2. So m is equal to n, which is equal to 2. And the last question of the exercise, question 13. If if px is equal to 2 plus 5x, then p2 plus p minus 2 minus p minus 1. This is the expression, and these are the values for p. So we will put the value of this p in this expression, this p in this expression, and this p in this expression. So px is equal to 2x plus 5. Now we will take p2. p2 is equal to, replace this 2 plus 5 into 2, that is 2, and 5 2 is 10, which gives us 12. This is 1. Then same expression we will take p2. So px is equal to 2 plus 5x, p minus 2. So 2 plus 5 into minus 2. So 5 2 is 10, and it is plus into minus is minus. So 2 minus 10, which gives us negative 8. This is second part, and again same expression for p one. So px is equal to 2 plus 5. p1 is equal to 2 plus 5 into 1. So 2 plus 5. 5 1 is 5. So multiplication first. So 2 plus 5 is 7. Now we have got the values for p2 minus p2 and 1. So 1, 2 and 3. So now we will put these values together and solve. p2 is from p2, p1 this from 1, 2 and 3, substituting the values. p2 value we have got 12, so we will write here 12 plus p minus 2, that is we have got p minus 2 value as minus 8, and p1 we have got value as 7, but here in the expression it is negative, so we will write here negative. So 12 plus into minus is minus 8 minus 7. So 12 minus, now minus 8 and minus 7 gives us minus 15. So 12 minus 15 is equal to minus 3. This is the answer. So wait for my next video for the same lesson. Till then, bye.